The women suffer a lot in this world. But your suffering should not make you cynical women. Cynical women. Sick women. Because your suffering is ordained by a power bigger than you for a purpose going far beyond your little suffering. And if you want to get out of suffering, just take arsenic tonight and get the hell out of it. But if you don't want to kill yourself, you got to stay and suffer until God's purpose is revealed to you. That's your lot, sisters. You can't get away from it. You got children and no man. What you gonna do about it? You can't do nothing about it but go on and live. Put your trust in God and find out what reason he got all this in here for me. Must be a reason. If there ain't no reason for it, life is a drag. Can you imagine how Mary felt? Yeah, you can imagine how she felt. Because you done lived her life. She had to get out of town. Hide her baby. Not only from Joseph's wife, but hide her baby from the authorities who tried to kill this poor child. So she's in Egypt. They ain't got no long-distance mail service. He couldn't call up on the telephone and say, baby, how's the baby? How you doing, honey? I'll send you something Federal Express tomorrow. She was in Egypt suffering, but she was with her parents, her people in Egypt, according to the book and according to the history. Jesus grew up. He was a smart young fella. Look like those children that are born out of that kind of adversity, they always have something a little extra special. And it seems as though that feeling of rejection or being unwanted and left as an orphan or pushed out over here seems to drive them a little bit more than those who got the comfort of a family life. God's purpose is beautiful. It wasn't the sons of David that were legitimate according to the Western standard of legitimacy that became heirs or the heir to David. It was that baby that he had after he had spied Bathsheba. Bathsheba produced Solomon. And here's a man that sent another man to his death to get the woman. Hell, that don't look good to me. Look good to you? He takes the woman, has relationship with the woman, and now she brings forth a child, and that child is the heir. He's outside of the regular family. Sarah didn't give Abraham the child of the promise. The child of the promise came through the woman that was in his house. Is that right? Something about women that feel so satisfied and privileged with divine men. Damn, boy. You got to understand circumstances and the dynamism of God's will. Some of you sisters right now that got husbands, you don't appreciate what you got. Man breaking his neck every day going out to work in this crazy world, trying to get money and put food on your table and clothes on your back. And you and your ungrateful children talk about that man behind his back. I know what you do. That's why you are women that are rejected. Because you're scornful women. Many of you. Hell yeah, I know I'm right. And why are you on this subject tonight? Because it's the right subject for Friday night or Wednesday night, Christmas Eve. This is a mean night. I say this, you done got used to it. You know what time he come home, you know when he gets up. You know what he look like waking up, you know what he look like going to sleep. There ain't nothing fancy about that. So you can't even make a good child for the man anymore. Because you don't have a fire of love in you that is the powerful essence out of which the new life should come. Not just from the physical part of you, but from the spiritual part of you. But that woman that saw David, she knew David was the king. And she loved him as the king. What have you done? Here's somebody married to the prophet. Trifling wife. Noah's wife. Lot's wife. Them were trifling women. Married to great men, but didn't know what they were married to. God burned the hell out of them, though. And if we're not careful, he'll burn the hell out of a lot of us. Because you don't know what you got to value. And you think more of yourself than you should. And you need to thank Allah more for what you got. You got a man that will go out there and work hard and bring his money home and take care of you. You got a jewel. And you better make him know it. Make him know it. Because if you don't, in a hurry.